I grew up between, and I don't even say New Orleans because I lived in New Orleans for less than 2 years. So if you ask me where I'm from, it's from Erath and Delcombe because I grew up living between the two towns of Erath and Delcombe. As I grew up, I kind of got an understanding of what he was going to. But as a child, I just thought that he was going to help catch the bad guys. You know, that's what she would always tell me, that he's helping catch the bad guys. I didn't realize exactly how dangerous it was. You know, as a kid, you don't really get that. I just knew that he was helping to catch the bad guys. So my house was not the cool house to be at. Had to act right if you were going to Delannie's house. So we didn't have any parties by any means. My curfew growing up was the earliest curfew of all my friends. And whenever he finally started letting me stay out later, he would give me a minute every week. So I literally had a curfew of 12:17, and I had to be at the door at 12:17. If I wasn't inside the house at 12:17, he was waiting for me. And the second I walked in, he's, "You're late," with that deep voice, you know, in the middle of the dark living room. And it happened one time, never happened again. It was also cool. Like, I was always proud to be his daughter and to be the daughter of the U.S. Marshal because it's a cool thing, you know. Whenever I was little, I remember him having the cop car, and it was my dad that drove the cop car. So when I was little, we had just moved back. I was in the 3rd grade, and they had the youth football team. My dad wanted a football player so bad. My brother wasn't old enough yet. My dad would coach the football players. He didn't have relation to anyone on the team, but he and my Uncle Leland were the coaches strictly because they wanted to impact the youth. They wanted to coach football. They wanted to have a part in this community. And he and my Uncle Leland would even go to, they would ride around in their truck around town picking up all the kids to bring them to practice, just to kind of help out some of the parents that didn't have a way to get their kids to the practice. Still to this day, people do call my dad Coach Eddie. People from around the Delcombe area that were on his youth football team, "Hey, how's Coach Eddie?" I'm like, this is 30 years ago and you're still asking about Coach Eddie. I was a school teacher. In fact, whenever I taught 6th, 7th, and 8th grade social studies. And my dad, again, he came through and we would arrange field trips for the students at Trinity Catholic School in St. Martinville. We'd arrange field trips for them to go and see the courthouse and see how the court system worked and stuff like that. My dad is someone who always gives 110%. So it really hurts to hear a lot of the things. From the beginning, my dad came into this campaign and said he's sticking to his moral. The past couple of weeks have been just, I don't even know how to say it. Like, he's hurt. He's run down and he's hurt because of the things that's being said about him. For him to be accused of doing stuff that is being done to him is even worse because he's, like I said, he's gonna stick to his morals. That's just who Eddie is. My dad is a man of faith, honor, and integrity. He's a man of morals. He was a great dad and an even greater grandpa. And he will make an amazing sheriff of Vermilion Parish.